just wait your turn. Watch the bridges where you skip and the bridges where you burn. Now go at your fellows for whatever them earn. Take this song as a lesson and learn. So you go with, not try to skip the line. Or try get ahead of time. Me just wait, what you say should be mine.
Well, go on YouTube. What's up? Yeah, it's Thursday, February 12th, 2024. And it's 10 minutes past 3 in the PM, you know. So I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, guys. And I'm gonna pick up some AC stuff. Yeah, Louisville, Kentucky, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, so I'm about to pick up some AC stuff. I'm at the train facility here in Columbia. Yeah, as you heard, I'm heading to Louisville with this load. 512 miles. But guys, I don't know, but I'm not seeing the loads on the load board, they're not impressing me, guys. I'm seeing most loads under $2. And trust me, it's discouraging. You know, I'm not liking what I'm seeing, guys. But anyway, we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna talk a little about my fuel mileage so far, what I've been paying for diesel, and what my cost has been over the last 2 weeks. Cause I've been out here now 2 weeks and 2 days, so we're gonna talk about that. Man, oh man, look at that. I don't think that weigh 100 pounds. Real. The last 2 loads we had were light loads. Happy for that because my fuel mileage don't look so good. Let's head on up to Louisville, Kentucky. Basically running empty.
What you say should be mine. I know it shall come in time. One way. When you see another rise, me beg you no fade down but mine. When the time gets rough and the going gets tough, yes, me now lose me faith. Oh, you know me just wait.
Good things come to those who wait. Hold the faith. Don't try run while the gate lock. Rather pocket stay flat. Focus is a met. Never try break that. Be humble and run down the fast life. Look out for karma when you start hype. No bad mind magical because no we more than fast fight.
Get on you forward. Not try to skip the line. Or try get ahead of time. Me just wait. What you say should be mine. I know it shall come in time. One way. When you see another rise, me beg you no feed down but mine. When the time gets rough and the going gets tough, yes, me now lose me faith. Oh, you know me just weird.
Louisville, Kentucky, 12:34 p.m. So I'm waiting for them to take out that little one rack. Man, I tell you. This is a delivery. I will do this every day. Anyway, leaving here and I'm going over by Mercer. Mercer is just a hop and skip and a jump away. Get a bath, do some laundry, get some food, and then think what's next. But guys, trust me, not impressed with the loads that I'm getting. Not impressed with what I'm seeing on the Mercer load board, guys. Not impressed at all. Okay, so let's get into some numbers now. So as I've been saying in this video, I'm not that impressed with the rates that I'm seeing on the Mercer load boards. I'm really disappointed. I was expecting much better rates and so on. But I've been talking to some other drivers, and most of whom is saying that maybe I should try flatbed. But I'm not prepared to go that direction right now based on what it will cost me to start up the flatbed. It is going to cost me something near probably $4,500 cash, because I need to get all them equipment, headache racks, chains, binders, you name them. And I don't want to spend any more money right now. I need to get back some money back into my account and, you know, sort out some credit card debt that I incurred, you know, getting off and running as an owner operator. So I've been out there now 2 weeks, 3 weeks. This is gonna be my 3rd week, but these numbers are based on my first 2 weeks ending on Monday. Last Monday was what was that date? Last Monday was the 9th. So these numbers are based on loads that I did leading up to the 9th of February. I started on the first load on the 27th of January. So on the 9th I dropped that load. I dropped a load in Somerville, South Carolina, and that would have been 6 loads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loads that I did leading up to that. And my total revenue after I dropped that load for the 2 weeks out was $9,567.68. That was my gross revenue. And from that gross, Mercer took what they are entitled to take, and they deposited $8,002.20 to my checking account. Now the total loaded miles for that gross was 3,955 miles to that point, and that is loaded miles. But the actual miles on my odometer was 5,101 miles. That is the exact amount of miles that I did, because I had zeroed my odometer when I left here on the 27th of January to go start running. And when I stopped, when I dropped that load and went to Charleston, not Somerville, to Charleston, my odometer was $5,101. So my average rate per mile, and bear with me if I'm here and there, I just jotted down some numbers and I'm relating things. So based on my generated revenue, 9,567, and my loaded miles, my average rate per mile during that 2 week period was $2.42 per mile, rate per mile. And that was for the 6 trips altogether, average. I did run a load for $1.47 from Tifton, Georgia down to Texas to go, you know, to find better loads. That was the lowest rate per mile that I took. After that, I decided I was not going to run nothing under $2, you know. So I managed to, you know, keep that trend going. So the average rate per mile, as I said, $2.42, and that's for total 6 trips. So let me now look at diesel, how the truck is consuming diesel fuel. For me, it's not good. That 5,101 miles, according to the truck, it's burning diesel at a 6.8 miles per gallon, and I don't believe that's good. You know, I was looking something near. I would have felt good if it was burning at probably even, you know, 7.5, 7.6 miles per gallon. You know, but no, it's at 6.8. Bear in mind, the truck is a 505 horsepower diesel Detroit engine, 505 horsepower. So I'm figuring that probably is one of the reasons why I'm burning so much diesel, because I do have the power, and I realize that when I'm going up hills. When I was running the Schneider Freightliners, Schneider Cascadias, going up specific hills that I've been up before with specific amount of load, weight. The Schneider trucks would go down to probably 30 miles per hour, 35 miles per hour, and even on sometimes I'll be like 20 something miles per hour. But with this truck, I'm running up these hills 45, 50 miles per hour with even 40,000 pound loads. So I kind of like that, you know, but I try to back off and go much slower in order to, you know, have better fuel mileage. But the truck does haul well. It does pull good. So yeah, the truck burns 6.8 gallons of it burns a gallon of fuel for every 6.8 miles. So that is where my MPG is at. Now what I paid for diesel, according to the national average, right now diesel is being sold at an average price of $3.70. I did check, and it's still at that $3.70. It's been there for a while now. It's been at that rate since I was at Super Eagle. So if I should do the maths, 5,101 miles divided by 6.8, that would be the MPG, 6.8 miles per gallon. I would be looking at 750 gallons for that period of time, for that 5,101 miles over that 2-week period, and that would be $2,775 if I were buying diesel at $3.70 per gallon. But I actually paid $2,120 for that 750 gallons, and that brought me down to an average of $2.82 per gallon. Not bad, and I was not using the Mercer card. I was using my mud flap, and I was looking out for those specific places that had diesel at specific prices. For example, at one point I think I got diesel for $2.80 something cents in I think that was Tennessee. I did a video with it, and I tried to buy most of my diesel at the quick trips. There's a lot of quick trip guys along roads, especially on this side, the between Kentucky, Tennessee, and Georgia. Them here, this northeastern section, southeastern section, a lot of quick trips that have diesel for $2.99, and with the mud flap, sometimes you get probably a 10 cents or 5 cents. There are deals. You get deals, and I've learned that if I sign up with Quick Trip and buy diesel via my checking account, I can get up to 15-20 cents off or 10 cents off. So I've decided to try that. But right now I'm trying the Mercer card to see how that goes. But what I've seen is that the price for the fuel at the TAs, the Petros, the Flying J's, the pilots, they will have diesel for, like, for example, $3.90, and by the time you get that discount, that Mercer discount, you're at like $3.20, $3.10. So I don't know if I'm gonna continue with that, but let's see. But I was also told that I can use a Mercer card just like a regular credit or debit card, so I might just let them put the whatever I need for diesel on the card, so as to have an easier accountability of what I'm paying for diesel. It will be all in one. I can just get a statement of my diesel purchase. Anyway, yeah, so where was I lost my train of thought. Yeah, $2,120 is what I paid for diesel over the period to cover that 5,102 miles. Now my net after diesel, so as I said, Mercer deposited $8,002 That is after they took what they are supposed to take. And when I deduct my diesel cost, my $2,120, I was left with $5,882. Now I decided to give myself a raise, guys. So I was working 63 cents per mile at Universe Carrier. Now I'm working for myself. I'm giving myself a raise. I'm now gonna be working 70 cents per mile. But guys, I did not remember to document the deaded miles from where I drop a load to go picking up a load and so on. So I just decided to to pay myself $3,000 from that $5,882. So from here going forward, I'm going to document my deaded miles, and I'll be paying myself 70 cents per mile. So I paid myself the $3,000 for that 2 week out, and I was left with $2,882 from that amount. And I had truck payment on the 5th of February, so I had to make that payment. So after I deduct that $1,775, I was left with $1,107. That's left in my checking account for the truck. So that $1,107 is going to be there for maintenance purposes. I won't trouble that money. And yeah, so that is how things has been like out there. And I just want you all to let me know what you guys what you think. Is it is it looking okay? Yeah, I'm thinking probably I can do better, but I must add that when I went to Charleston, I lost 2 days because I went there early on Tuesday. It was, yeah, early. I dropped that load on Monday. No, I think it's Tuesday that I dropped the load, not Monday, not the 9th. I dropped the load on the 10th. And so I was down the rest of that day, Tuesday and Wednesday, and I went out back on the road on the Thursday. So those 2 days I probably could have gotten a load in if I hadn't gone to Charleston and spent them 2 days. So maybe the revenue could have been over 10,000. Yeah, probably 11,000 hadn't I gone to Charleston. And then I was also held up a bit when I was supposed to start on the 27th, because I was trying to get a load for that weekend, but I didn't get no loads, and I went to go pick up a load on the 26th, and that load I went to the shipper and the load was cancelled. I'm supposed to get some money for that, and I'm not seeing forthcoming, but I'm told that these things take time. So yeah, maybe I could have done a little bit better. So guys, I'm out there and I'm feeling good. I'm a bit more relaxed. I'm driving more relaxed. I feel great having my own machine, doing my own thing. And I'm just hoping that things continue to get better. There are going to be challenges along the way. There are always challenges as long as you're alive and treading through this earth. So I'm trying to prepare myself to get through it. Whatever life throws at your feet, you just have to deal with it. So with the Mercer load board now, guys, as I say, I'm not impressed. There's a lot of loads on the board at $1.70, $1.80, and $1. I was not expecting this. And what I've also noticed is, for example, if I'm in an area and I see another area that has good loads coming out, and I take a load to get to that area, by the time I get to that area and I look back at the load board, these rates are now gone to crap. So I don't understand. I'm trying to figure this thing out, but don't know. I'm watching and I'm keeping my eye out, and I'm hoping for the best. But I can tell you guys, if I don't start seeing some improvements after 3 months here, your boy is not staying here. I'm gonna try Landstar, because I'm not out here to mess around and just deliver people's freight and they're happy. I need to be happy, and I'm not looking for $4 a mile rates. I'm not looking for $5 a mile rates. I'm looking for rates consistently between $2.50, $3, between there. Yeah, I want to be comfortable, because to maintain a truck, it costs money. Take for example, when I just came in and was doing my inspection, I had to buy a complete headlight just because of a running light that was not working. That's $1,100 there. And Mercer will not allow you to run if you can't pass inspection, and they are meticulous in how they do the inspection. You have to have everything. You have to be on the P's and the Q's, and that costs money. So if it's gonna be like that, I need to get good rates. I need to make money. You can't circumvent anything here when it comes to your truck and so on. You have to fix things. It has to work properly, and that costs money. So yeah, I need to see good rates. And anyway, I'm here and I'm looking and I'm hoping for the best. So yeah, guys, that's what I want from what I want. So tell me what you all think, and thanks as usual for watching, guys. I appreciate you all.